President-elect Biden is set to move in to the 55,000-square-foot mansion after his January 21st inauguration, but he is insisting that the 132-room property be thoroughly disinfected beforehand. White House historian Kate Anderson Brower said there's only a 5-hour window between presidents. And I have another story remind me about the Clintons and the 5-hour window. There's only a 5-hour window between presidents. That's when 95 staff have to pick up all of the Trump possessions and move the Bidens in. They will clean and replace everything. Biden is insisting that a team in hazmat suits will spray the entire residence with disinfectant after Trump leaves, remove the carpets, curtains, and furniture, all the way down to replacing the doorknobs. Now, Stu, there's 5 hours between anybody Trump in that house. How long does COVID last on a metal surface?
Yeah. Especially at a level that could infect someone.
Correct.
Right? I mean, that you can discover it later on, but the idea that it's going to sit there for 5 hours or sit in the air for 5 hours and infect someone is beyond the scope of likely.
Right. So don't you think changing the doorknobs seems a little odd, doesn't it?
First, I mean, even if you believed and you were legitimately worried about it, you would just spray down the doorknobs or you clean them with disinfectant.
Right. And it's not like you're going to, Home Depot and buying a bunch of cheap doorknobs.
No.
Right.
Definitely not.
Okay. So replace the doorknobs. Why was that said? This is my theory, but I only have this theory because I took a picture of something in the West Wing. And I notice little things. Now, I've been to the West Wing before, and they've had these little tiny, like, colonial doorknobs, these little oval, little teeny ones. You would think the man with such small hands, as they always said, would like the teeny doorknobs they had, but he didn't. And they said the first day that he was into office, he said, "Really? These are the doorknobs we have here?" And they're like, "Yes, Mr. President." He said, "I'll take care of that." I took a picture of all of the doorknobs now in the White House. Look at this picture. They are absolutely beautiful. I think they're solid brass, and it says the seal of the President of the United States, and has the eagle in the center. Donald Trump put all of those in, okay? When they said, and we're even going to remove the doorknobs, I am convinced it was a jab directed directly, personally to him. We will erase everything you have done. Everything. That's the kind of people you're dealing with. There's no reason to remove the doorknobs unless you're sending a message. You were never here.
That's interesting because there's certainly no justification to do it when it comes to COVID. I mean, there's no reason to. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. Obviously, that would mean. What would that mean to the society if every time someone had COVID and was in a room,
you couldn't touch a
change
door?
The doorknobs. I mean, it would be insanity. Obviously,
it's ridiculous.
It's completely ridiculous, and they know it's ridiculous. But there's got to be some other message behind it, and that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I'd never heard that about the doorknobs before.
I've never heard it either. I am calling the White House today and finding out if I can buy one, just for the museum.
Oh yeah,
they're spectacular. They are truly, truly beautiful doorknobs and totally appropriate. And most people would walk by and they would never notice unless you grabbed the door of, and opened up one of the doors, which I wasn't doing. Hey, is this the Oval Office? Let me just open it up.
Hey, sitcom.
Hey. He didn't do that.
No.
Didn't do that. But I think that's absolutely what it is.